The upcoming patch is gigantic and will change everything. We have a new meta, we have crazy buffs incoming, there is so many changes towards the PvP system, and you just want to know that before the patch actually goes live. So we'll be going over all topics that you need to know. That means we go over the new unit called Twilight Ranger, we'll go over the changes in the PvP mode, we'll also go over what Pontion actually is, the new thing that will arrive with the upcoming patch. We'll go over the weekly faction, take a look at the new reincarnation talents of Genie and Bard, and see some gameplay as well. And we'll go over the upcoming event called Spring Marathon that will be live very soon. I'll give you some sneak peeks towards it. And we'll also go over the new PvP mode called Shard Hunting. Do you want your account to look like this? Then stop buying things in the app and use the Rush Royale market instead. Here you will get all the usual offers, but the prices are either cheaper or you will just get more for your money. Simply choose the product you want, enter your account ID as well as the code Godlikemike, and the reward of your choice will be directly sent to your account. Those who enter their name and RushRoyale ID in the message box will automatically be part of my monthly giveaway and have the chance to win up to an additional $100. All the giveaway winners will be mentioned in a public community post on my YouTube channel, and the prize will be directly sent to their accounts. Feel free to check out the video description for more info as well as the link to the Rush Royale market. Thanks a lot for your support, and may RNG give you the legendaries that you wish for. So, let's hop right into the first topic. The Twilight Ranger is basically Boreal's sister with the little twist that she's actually useful. So, her mechanic is that she collects souls whenever she kills opponents. They will stack up till 20 and then they will turn blue. You can't collect any more souls whenever you reach 20, at least not automatically. What you can do is to merge out those little Twilight Rangers, and then they will transfer their souls to the other Twilight Ranger that is nearby. This way you can go above 20. You can unlock further damage spikes whenever you reach certain thresholds. Let's start off with the first talent. With the first left talent, your Twilight Ranger becomes a little Reaper. As soon as you reach 50 stacks, she gains a chance to insta-kill the little monsters. It doesn't work on bosses, but she kills the little monsters. And she gains a ridiculous attack speed amount of 40%. The Twilight Ranger can use her mana power up to shoot like little extra exploding arrows that do AoE damage. And whenever she reaches 50 souls, not only the target area increases, they also do way more damage. On the second row on the left side we have a cleanse talent, so whenever she collects some souls, she gains a chance to cleanse herself. The second right side talent offers a chance to get an extra soul whenever you kill the little monsters with your insta-kill ability. The third left talent is pretty interesting because you gain the ability to shoot up to 4 additional shots whenever you hit the target. Since single target damage on bosses got much more important with the new Phantom mode, I think the right side talent is much better, because you gain a ridiculous amount of critical damage increase whenever you reach 50 souls on the Twilight Ranger. Last but not least, the last talent, whenever your Twilight Ranger claimed 150 souls, which is quite a lot, she not only does a ridiculous amount of damage thanks to all the souls, she will also get a 4% crit chance increase and increases the damage of the magical shots by 30%. The damage increase on the magical shots is not that crazy in my opinion, but the 4% extra critical damage chance is absolutely crazy, especially since you already do a ridiculous amount of damage whenever you collected 150% of souls. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. The first reincarnation talent of the Twilight Ranger will unlock Spectral Pit when combined with Cultist. This one will just leave a puddle whenever you use your mana ability, and this one will reduce the armor of the monsters by up to 20%. The second talent is Arcane Refresh, and you get that whenever you combine it with Spirit Master. This one means you have a chance that you will get one of the charges back for your magical shot whenever you use one of your magical shots. Least talent is Magical Blast. You'll get this one with Riding Hood. This one means whenever a boss appears, it just like gathers all the other monsters around him, and then they will take some percentual health damage. The reason why I pointed out the single target damage is because the old PvP mode will completely disappear with the new patch, and only the Phantom mode will remain, as well as the new PvP mode that is coming up. The reasons are there is much shorter games and the number speaks for themselves, so people that unlocked the Phantom mode are playing the Phantom mode, so barely anybody plays PvP anymore. Compared to the Phantom mode. That's why they completely removed the PvP mode, but they also replaced it with some sort of new PvP mode. I will get you more information about towards the end of the video. I personally think it's kind of a shame because I really liked the old PvP mode, and yes, I do prefer the Phantom mode. It's much more exciting to play, it's much quicker games and everything, but every now and then I just feel like playing some normal PvP mode because you get more time to build up your deck, and yeah, it's just a nice change to have. But I totally understand that it's basically impossible to balance out those modes with one set of units, so it's just not gonna happen. I mean, who would have seen that coming? But yeah, you know what I mean. It's kind of a shame, but also very understandable that they will remove the old PvP mode the way it is now. So let's take a look at Pontion and the new weekly blessings. Pontion is the newest thing that will arrive with update 30.0. It means there is a small special elite group of damage dealers that will gain a special buff, and it only works for certain damage dealers, and whenever a new damage dealer comes out, they will kick out the oldest damage dealer. So you can usually see which one will leave the roster and which one, obviously the newer one, will join the roster. So the change to the weekly blessings is also very easy explained. It's just 2 factions now that profit from the weekly faction bonus. Additionally to that, there is some new faction bonuses that look very interesting to me. In addition to the new modifiers, there is also a new leaderboard. The leaderboard shows the players who killed the most bosses with some faction units, damage dealers. So if you play very often, if you kill a ton of bosses with whatever faction is currently boosted, then you will land on this leaderboard. You will also gain additional awards when playing often with the faction of the week. Bard's first reincarnation level is by far my most favorite. It's the one-man orchestra. So it doesn't only have a flute to play or like some drums, he suddenly have both of them. It looks really cool. You can see it right here. That means he will like gain talents of both of them, and increases the damage by quite a bit towards every other board on the board as well. The second talent is just a very nice stats boost. It will increase the inspiration that you gain by quite a significant amount. And the third talent is very powerful as well. You not only slow down the creeps that are around the aura of the one orchestra dude, they will also, the monsters inside of that area will also gain extra critical damage. And yeah, that's a pretty sick stat boost regarding that. Board already does a ton of damage, and the circle that the one-man orchestra has is quite large as well. So yeah, if you place it right, I think in the top left corner, in the opposite of the guy that played it here on the top right corner, then you will hit the Phantom as well as the entrance monsters more or less. So yeah, that's probably a very strong talent to have. As Bard's reincarnation talents are absolutely insane, and he is already the best unit to play in the current meta. He's absolutely god here. They needed to change some of the stats of him, and I just put the stat changes down here. So basically all the charges that you gain with him, they get lowered. Let's go over to Genie's incarnation levels. The first level will be unlocked with Scrapper. So the buff that you keep up whenever you roll some genies next to each other, you will gain a buff. You have to have this one up anyway, because otherwise genies don't do damage. Every genie player knows this. With the first talent here, you just gain a very decent buff towards that buff that you need to keep up anyways. That means you just increase the damage while the effect is lasting. I'm really curious about this talent because I played it in the beta and it was completely bugged out, because it means you gain 2 extra charges and even 4 extra charges with a small chance whenever you use your mana ability. And we all know how overpowered this mana ability is, so it's going to be very interesting. And last but not least, we have Warp Void that you unlock whenever you have Treant. That means your vortexes, like the little damage balls that fly towards the creeps, they will make you do additional critical damage. Here the same thing, Genie is really strong already, and with the talents it's gonna be absolutely broken, so I will gladly show you the patch notes right here. They will basically just lower all of his damage stats, so, but I'm sure the talents will compensate for the lower damage, as he's already very good, and I consider him S tier as well. It's also a very niche thing to have, because they are up whenever your buff is up, and your buff should be up at all times anyway. So it's basically just another very decent damage stat increase. Since we're talking about balance changes, there is 2 very important buffs that are coming up. One is for Phoenix, because yeah, it went from God tier to A tier at best, and now they're giving a little bit more love towards Phoenix by just increasing the damage. Here are the patch notes for Phoenix. And the same is for Riding Hood. Riding Hood was in the shadows for a very long time. It's one of the most complicated and hardest units to play in my opinion. But if you manage to play him on a decent level, he is pretty strong already. But yeah, not many people were able to play him properly, and yeah, it was too hard compared to the damage that you actually managed to do in the end. Like difficulty and reward level was definitely not on the same height, and that's why they are actually giving him some more love as well. They will increase the damage per stack that he gains, and yeah, patch notes are right here. So let's dive right into the sneak peek material that I received for the new event called Spring Marathon. It will go live together with the new unit, and it's going to be basically what we already know from the events. It's going to be a wheel that you can spin with gems, and you get the new unit, you get tons of other rewards, and you will also get the Celestial Shards, which are needed for the reincarnation talents. So that's the thing that interests me the most personally, next to the new unit of course. So if you are a crazy spender like me, I highly recommend you to go to the market and buy your gems there, because you get 10% more. So you get, instead of like 5,500 gems, you will just get 6,000 gems for the same price. And you can use my code Godlikemike. Not only will you support me while doing this, you will also gain a very nice bonus onto that, and you will be part of my monthly giveaway as well. Enough about the advertising now. I wish you the best of luck with the spins and have fun with the unit. Last but not least, there is a new PvP mode called Shard Hunting, which is very interesting to me because it offers the Celestial Shards as a reward. I don't know how many of them yet and what the rewards are in general, but it is some mix of the previous PvP mode and the random league that we know, because you can build 3 decks and you can ban 1 deck of your opponent and he can ban 1 deck of yours, and then you can choose one of your other 2 decks that you want to play against him. That causes a little bit more variety, so you don't have to play against the same deck over and over and over again, because you can just ban one of those decks. It means we will just play against the second deck very often, but you know what I mean. At least the rewards will be the Celestial Shards, so I'm very curious about that. And yeah, I just gladly just share some screenshots with you about this new mode. I hope you liked the little insight into the new patch, and I hope the information helped you to be as prepared as possible to absolutely dominate the PvP matches. Also, big shout out to Horus, who did the script for this video. Thank you very much, brother. And yeah, I just wish you the best. Good luck on the spins and have a wonderful day. Bye. See you next time.